Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be completely different to what I normally upload. I had a little altercation with my little brother the other day over skin color. So there is a lot going on in this world at the moment with racism, with killing black people. You know, a lot of stuff's going on. It's been going on for a very long time. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it. I feel like a lot of people don't want to get involved in it, but I feel like this video is to teach younger children to love their skin, to learn how to protect themselves, how to deal with racism, how to deal with a lot of things. As I was growing up, I grew up in a very white populated area. I grew up in Holland, and Dutch people are very, how can I say, very, you know, not vocal about how they feel. Like, they wouldn't just come up to be like, oh, you know, I don't like you because you're black. While like in America you have that, in the UK you have that. So I grew up in an area where I felt like I was part of the community. I was part of like my friends. I went to a school with 30 students in a class. 3 of us were black. So do you see what I mean? It's a bit different. I never questioned my skin color or if I was different or anything till one day I was on my way to meet a couple of friends. Maybe I was like 12 or 13, and then I was on my way to go meet my friends, whatever. I'm passing this I'm trying to like cross, I'm riding my bike, whatever, and then crossing this road, and then there was this old guy like on his bike, like past me, but he stopped and then he came back a little bit, and then he goes, can I tell you something? And I was like, and I looked at him thinking, what are you gonna tell me? Just maybe a white guy in his like 40s, 50s, whatever. And then he goes, I think you're very beautiful, but you need to take off that scarf. And then he goes, your skin would be so beautiful. And I'm thinking, was that an insult number? Like, I feel like back then it didn't feel like an insult. Like, it did, I wasn't registering it till I got home and explained it to my parents, and they were kind of like, you need to watch out. But anyway, this video is not for me to go on about like skin color and everything, but the problem is my 13-year-old brother came up to me the other day, and then he goes, how come your skin color is lighter than mine? You know, so it became a thing where it's like mom was sitting there too, and I was kind of like shocked, because at 13 I never cared about my skin color or like who I could be friends with or who I can't be friends with. But I feel like when my little brother was like, oh, like, why is her skin lighter than mine, mom was kind of like, you know, everyone's created different, like black people come in different shades, you gotta love your skin, you gotta love this, you gotta love that. And I feel like he's now at an age where I feel like he needs to know the difference between racism, difference between people being nice to you, difference between how the police are going to treat him, difference between the opportunities a white person gets and a black person gets. So I feel like I need to have this conversation with him, and you know, I feel like my parents wouldn't have this kind of conversation with him anyway. So plus where like we grew up, and he's growing up now, is semi-hood probably. So I feel like he needs to have those conversations, because I feel like as he's getting older, probably gonna get stopped by the police, probably gonna get into fights, probably gonna get into a lot of things where he needs to learn how to be able to deal with certain situations and how to handle certain situations. So yeah, we are going to have a very deep, meaningful conversation that needs to be happen. And I feel like a lot of American households do this, but I feel like a lot of British people do it as well, because it's not only America this happens to, it happens in the UK as well. There's so many black people that got killed in the UK, and what happened? They all let go. Same thing in America. I feel like times are changing. Where did coronavirus go, first of all? Because now we're all concentrating on fighting racism. So this is going to be a very interesting conversation to have with my little brother. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Suaad. If you want to follow me on my socials, I'll put it right here, and you guys can follow me on my socials. If there's any other videos you guys want to see, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway guys, so this is my little brother.
Hello.
tell them your name. And
my name is Ayub. I'm 13 years old, and that's about
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other day you asked the question where you said, oh, like why do people have different skin colors, right?
Yes.
So what made you ask that question?
Is this the story about a police officer that killed a black man? And it just got to my head. I just wanted to know the whole backstory and the background about it. Yeah, and that's it.
So what country was this in?
America.
America.
Yeah.
And how did you even see it?
I saw it online.
You saw it
on
online?
the news.
On the news. Okay, so there are a lot of stories out there about racism and black people getting killed, and a lot of like not having the same opportunities as white people. Do you understand?
Yes.
So when you saw this person getting killed, how did you feel?
I felt quite like angry, because white people and black people, they're both the same, equal, they're both humans, and it's not right for one person to get to not be treated and the other one being treated as like
Not better than the other person.
Yeah.
So back in the 1960s, 1950s, you know, like way before like all of us were born, there was a time where in the world black people didn't have the same rights as white people. Black people were not allowed to vote, they were not allowed to go to the restaurants, they were not allowed to use the same toilets as like as white people, they weren't allowed to go to the same schools, they were not allowed anything. Like they had to do everything separate compared to the white people. So you had people like Martin Luther King, who was like a black speaker, and he was like defending the black people. You had people like Malcolm X, you had like Black Panthers. All of them people used to fight back in the 1960s for people like us now, because now you're in school with white people and other people, like, you know, like brown people and all these people. Before that, people were not allowed to do none of that, and if they saw that, they used to kill people. There was these white people called the KKK, and they used to wear these like white hats and stuff, and then they used to kill black people. They used to like hang them and stuff. So at the moment there are stories going around where a lot of black people are getting killed again. Before that used to happen as well, but I feel like a lot of people used to cover it and not put it out there. But now it's here again. A lot of it is happening again. So do you know what racism is? What is racism to you?
Racism to me is that white people are not treating black people as they would treat their own, like other white people, and like assaulting them and threatening them to do something for them or something.
Yeah. So racism is all about discrimination. So someone discriminating on you because of how you look like, because they feel like they are superior to you. So like for a white person, they think they are better than you because they're white and you're black, so you don't deserve the same rights as them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But then again, going back to the whole skin color, there are black people that would be lighter than you, but they are still black. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So like black people come in different colors, but everyone that is in that spectrum of like light skin, brown skin, dark skin, you know, are all treated the same, because you're all black. So you would have not, like, you would have the same rights as all those black people, but not that white person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Alright, so because we are, well, you technically are growing up in an area where it's very dangerous, very, you know, you see police around, you hear a lot of stuff that happens in this area, right? So you need to learn, now that you're getting older, how to talk to the police, how to deal with the police when they stop you, how to deal with certain people, how to deal with people that are racist, and how to work. You need to work 10 times harder than a white person for you to achieve the same qualifications, maybe same job, same university grades, same everything. You need to work 10 times harder because of your skin color. You know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
No. So a white person can now get good grades and get that big job that you wanted, you know? But you have good grades, you are able to get the same job, but you need to work 10 times harder to make sure that you are way better than that white person. Otherwise you would never get that job. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if now you grow up, you get stopped by the police, what would you do?
For like a reason or no reason?
Both, it doesn't matter. They can stop you for a reason, they can stop you for no reason, they can stop you for whatever they want because you're black.
If it's for no reason, I'll fight. Not fight, but like, oh, I really don't know.
Okay. If you get stopped for a reason, and if you get stopped for no reason, you need to stay calm. You need to listen to what they tell you. Don't fight nobody. Don't argue with them. Don't do nothing, because that's when they can use that as an example to take you to jail. Easiest option. They can put you to the floor and sit on your neck, and you can die. And who gets away? They get away and you're dead, because they're not going to go to jail. You know why? Why?
Because you assaulted them.
No, it's not about you insulting them, because they are white. White officer stops you, he can then beat you up, do whatever to you. When you die, that police officer's not going to jail. People need to fight for you and be like, okay, this person died innocently, and then that person goes to jail. Do you understand? Forget the police. If it's not the police, it's going to be another person. You're walking down the road, someone sees you, they think, oh, he's a black guy, we don't like him, we're going to kill him. A lot of that happens. There was a story a couple of years ago, little boy, I think he was 15, 2 years older than you. He was at home and he went out. He went to the shop. He goes, oh yeah, mum, I'm going to go to the shop, I'm going to go, you know, and come back. What does he do? He goes to the shop, he buys Skittles and he buys a drink. He's walking back home, a white guy sees him. The white guy obviously doesn't like the kid because he's black, obviously. What does he do? He kills the kid. For no reason. Only because that child was walking home and he thought, oh, why is he out and why is he black? That's why he got killed. Do you think that guy went to jail?
No.
It took a long while to find him, to prosecute him, to put anything down, because nobody cared. Because he killed a little black kid. A couple months ago, there was another guy, 25 years old. He went out to go for a run, just in his neighborhood, like just for a quick run. You know what happened to him?
Got killed by a white guy.
Yep, 2 white guys thought someone robbed their house. They come out and then they follow him. This kid didn't do nothing. He finished uni, he finished college, whatever he finished, and then he was at home and he thought, you know, let me go for a quick run. He goes for a run, daily exercise. These guys follow him and they shoot him. How does that make you feel? And those guys When it happened, they did not get arrested till 2-3 months later. How does that make you feel?
That's not like, it's not right, because everyone's the same if they're black or white. And that, yeah, that's it.
So you think everyone should be equal? But what if they don't treat you equal?
Then you have to fight for your rights.
There you go. So what is happening at the moment is a lot of people are protesting. They doing Black Lives Matter. Have you seen this? It's like a whole movement where they help black people. So I think last week a guy went shopping, and then he went shopping. He wrote a checkout. It's in America. He wrote a checkout. So when he wrote the checkout, the people in that shop thought that he wrote a fake check, and that the money would, like, the check that he was paying the money with was fake. So the police got called. Police come. What the police does is they pin him to the floor. He didn't. He stayed. You know how I was just saying to you, when the police stop you, just listen to what they say. He did the exact same thing. He didn't resist arrest. He listened to them. He explained his situation, but these police officers were not listening. One of them sat on his neck with his knee. Like, he put his knee and then he was stuck there. He asked for help. He goes, listen, I can't breathe. Can you please get off my neck? Blah, blah, blah. The police officer is pushing on harder. Some of them are holding him down from his hands, some on his legs, and one of them is just watching. People are telling him, stop, don't do that, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, get off him. You already arrested him. But this one police officer wanted this guy dead because he's black. Now he's dead. The police officer just recently got arrested because people were protesting, people were looking for justice for him because he's an innocent guy. It shouldn't have happened to him, you know? But this police officer is running free. They just arrested him a couple of days ago. They didn't arrest him straight away. You see? It takes a long while. Black people always have to fight for their rights. Then only are their rights coming out there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do if maybe in like 3 years, 4 years, you're going to be 16, 17, you're out walking around doing whatever, the police stop you?
I'll listen to them.
Yes.
And do what they say, but at the same time I'll fight for myself.
You have to fight for your rights. Yes. Like, when the police stop you, you need to make sure that you're safe, because at the end of the day, if you act out, you might never come back home. How do you know? Do you know what I mean? You need to listen to what they say. You need to cooperate, even if it's they stop you for a wrong reason. Just listen to them, and then only can you move on from there. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But if you resist or you run away or something happens, you're gonna not come back home. You might go to jail. You might be dead. Anything could happen, and you do not want that to happen. And that's what's happening. A lot of things in America and in the UK as well. It's not just America. A lot of people concentrate on America, but a lot of it is happening in this country too. When you were 4 years old, there was a story. A guy called Mr. Duggan, I think his name was Duggan. The police thought that he had a gun, that he was a bad guy, like he was going to fight or whatever. The guy was innocent. He was just in a park. The police come and they shoot him, and then he dies for no reason, because the police thought that he had a gun. The police is always going to use those things to protect themselves and not protect you. They are good cops. They are good police. There are good police and there's bad police. There's always a difference. Like, there's good people, there's also bad people, right? Not all white people are racist, but some of them are, and they won't like you. Even though you think, oh yeah, this world, everyone's going to be happy, everyone's going to be nice, not all of them think like that, you know? And they don't want you to have those kind of rights.
Yeah.
So that is what is going on in 2020 at the moment. So how do you feel about all that?
It's like it's not fair for other people to die as well, and the white people not to be arrested straight away for their actions.
You learned something new today? Yeah?
Yep.
So yeah guys, that, I hope it educated you.
Yeah.
Did it make you scared?
No.
Are you not scared? Okay. At least you learned something new, and maybe now when you're outside you could be more cautious, and you could, you know, now work hard at the same time, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So you're gonna say bye?
Bye.
So guys, that is the end of this video. I hope it was educational. I hope he learned something from it. I hope he's picked something up from it, you know. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.